EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Black Knights of Tokyo. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go here in Tokyo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, break!
Hooker on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Quick throw by Hooker complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Buying time to his left. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
And every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
Hooker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
They're on the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And Lance now to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Lance to throw it. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Lance from 17 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd down, Hooker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Curve 19, curve 19, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Hooker's going to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Go street. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 17.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now Lance wants to change him up. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Lance going to throw. He sets to fire deep. Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
18 Radley! 18 Radley! Buffalo 18! Ready?
Now Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Hooker. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
A final shot before break. Hooker. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
I'm actually surprised more games aren't tied because the messages in both locker rooms are essentially the same, and it starts with both trying to get a quick start. What one team actually did, but the defensive guys, they can take it right back because this game has been a tug of war all the way through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Lance throwing on second down. Got his man, it's Thornton. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
60. Plastic, 6. Full pink. Steel, black.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush. And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come 19! Come 19!
Throwing. Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Timberwolves, trap 60, trap 60. Riggs, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors, 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long. Very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field.
And that's caught inside the 35. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch out now. 52.
Throwing now is Lance. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Red, green, blue, yellow, blue, stripe.
On first down, Lance. Complete. Smith has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Here we go, set. Seven Pirates. 18 Rattlers.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Lance, that's taken in by Watson. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Stick. Mega. Red. Cycle. Yellow. Zoom. Drill. Green. Ready.
On second down, here's Lance. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Davis with it left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Red. Yellow.
Again, it's Lance. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14.
Black Knights 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready. Break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of 15 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Hooker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing here is Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Here's Hooker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Saints first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Red.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go on, Red. Red. Hey, go Fury.
Now Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Saints. Christian Watson, 37 yards. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Black Knights, 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hooker's going to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the check.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say sayonara from Tokyo.